feeling?
Good.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
If you had to go 1 through 100%, where's Donovan Mitchell right now?
I'm 100%. I'm good. I'm ready to go.
I was talking to JB about just how engaged you were, and he gave you praise about that's what a leader does, even in good times and bad. First of all, how difficult was it for you to sit out as long as you did in the last couple of weeks? And how good does it does it feel to be back near
Yeah,
100%?
I think it's mentally tough. Especially during that time where you're trying to be there, but then you're not on the trips. You're not being able to say things in live time. You're texting people who are there to trying to figure things out. So it's definitely tough, and not being there. But at the end of the day, I have the utmost faith in my teammates. But for me, just being able to mentally understand that's just I was talking about this. I think it was last press conference. I think you asked me, Chris. Just like being able to mentally grow in that way and be able to understand that it's just part of the journey. And I think for me, this is part of it. And now we're here and it's time and I'm back and we're good to go.
Do you think this team is better prepared for a playoff run this year than a year ago?
Yeah, I think obviously with the guys we brought in, also you can't teach experience. I think that's something that definitely helps. And as nasty as last year was, I think that definitely is something that helps. For us to continue for the guys that were here last year, and also you got guys like George, TT, Max, Marcus, down the line who have been there in these situations. So I think we're definitely prepared for sure.
Donovan, what is your view of Orlando, and just how do you think you guys match up?
They're a young, scrappy team. They have a lot of energy. They got a lot of guys who are really talented. A lot of people say they quote unquote overachieve. I don't think so. I think they were a team that really, last year you could even tell. We played them last year at the end of the season, and you got to give Mo's credit, and what he's done over there and the guys down there. They're a really good team, So we got to come in there with the utmost respect for them and come out there and ready to go because it's not like, these guys can go. So I got a lot of respect for them, what they can do. But we got to go out there and continue to do what we do, play the way we play. I think we'll be good.
When did you cut off communication with Joe?
I think he'll give me one more FaceTime call at some point, and then I think we'll be done.
As a player of lifer yourself, when you're preparing for Game 1, what is it that you're looking for with the whole group that lets you know that you guys are ready for this?
I think honestly, it's the longest week of the season. It's up to me. I wish we just played, but the rest is good, obviously. But for us, I think it's just you go through today. Whether it's shots are short, guys are off, like we've been off for a little bit, just getting back in the flow of everything. But I think we're right where we need to be, just from watching guys' intensity levels. I think as a whole, I think we're in good shape, and that to me is, pretty good to see. In film sessions, guys are locked in, guys are talking about things. You go through practice once, all right, we could do it again tomorrow, do it again on Friday, so you give yourself time to kind of figure it out. But I think we're in good shape. Our guys' energy levels are high, and we're ready to go.
Donovan, Orlando brings a lot of size and athleticism to the table. Just how do you think you guys are ready to handle and deal with that?
I think you've seen it through our difference in our wins and losses. Playing with pace, getting up the floor, continue to move the ball. I think we've done a great job of that in the 2 wins and the 2 losses. I don't think we were there for the full 48 minutes of doing that. So I think that's something we're going to use to our advantage. Continue to go up and play the way we've been playing. That's not giving out any new information. We've been doing this all season. I think that'll definitely help us. And then, when it comes down to it on the defensive end, we got to get stops. We also got to rebound. They got a lot of size down there, so we got to be able to get the rebound. Once we get the rebound, get out and go.
JB had mentioned it after Friday night's game, just the amount of times this team had been counted out. Said you guys were dead in the water. Do you feel like you guys have a bit of a chip on your shoulder headed into the playoffs?
Yeah, but I think I said this the other day. Being here is the bare minimum for this group. This is who we are at the lowest. I think that's kind of we all expect that. I think we don't get guys like Max Strus and George Yang to sign a free agency, Tristan Thompson, Marcus Morris, if they don't believe that we can do something. I think we all believe in ourselves. So yeah, we always have a chip on our shoulder, regardless of whether the 1 seed, the 10 seed, whatever. But for us, this is where we expect to be, and now we got to go out there and handle business.
Historically, guards shorter than 6'5", yourself, the percentages dip a little bit in the playoffs. Why is this environment harder on smaller guards?
I didn't know that. I think I'm all right. I think we'll be good. Yeah.
Donovan, it feels like you guys packed 4 years worth of ups and downs and injuries into one season. As tough as it was it kind of perfect training?
Yeah,
for the playoffs?
I think anytime you go through adversity, it's preparing you for something. Whether we know in the moment, and whether we say, oh, we align it with something, or it's something we don't even know. You know what I mean? But I think going through what we went through, guys being out, guys having to step up in different instances, we've been able to see, what 1 through 15 can do for our roster, what ways we can play, what ways we don't want to play, how we want to be able to guard guys in different positions. So I think it's definitely helped for sure.
How much do you relish the chance to go one-on-one with a guy like Jalen Suggs, who's a strong defender, and obviously you're probably going to see some Gary too, and you're familiar with Gary.
Yeah, like I was saying about the team, I got a lot of respect for those guys, and obviously, like you said, I've seen Gary most of my career over in Denver. So, they're not going to make it easy, but got to go out there, watch the film, find ways to attack it, find ways to get in my position to create, to score, and make the most of it.
You guys have played them with and without Jonathan Isaac. He actually started the other day against Milwaukee when they got the seed that they did. What kind of matchup problem does he present?
He's long. He's a really talented defender. He can switch 1 through 5. He can guard the ball. He can be the help side. I think they'll throw a bunch of different things at us, because they have the opportunity, they have the ability to. I think watching that Milwaukee game, he was doing really, really well, being able to get to those switches, being able to be there on the weak side. And then you also throw in Lyndon Carter, who's a big body down low. So they have different looks that they can throw at us, but Jonathan Isaac's a really, really good defender. And like I said, it's the size. So we got to be really tactful in how we move offensively. Understand we can't turn the ball over. That's how they get their easy buckets. But they're a good team, and they're a team that forces turnovers. So we got to be really sharp with what we do.
Having experienced it last season, how excited are you guys to be in front of fans at Rocket Mortgage Field House at the home court?
Can't wait. I don't know if it's a whiteout like it was last year or not, but I'm excited. Even Indiana's game, I think, was like, you felt it. You know what I mean? So I think that's something that I can't wait for. I know we can't wait for as a team, and to go out there and put on a show for fans. We're excited.
Not playoff related, but how disappointed were you to not make Team USA for the Olympics?
Yeah, I felt like I was deserving of it, but ultimately, they decided what they decided. I have no doubt that they'll go out there and win a ring. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm going to support my guys, and I'm not going to say anything that's going to take away from that. They're a bunch of talented players, and good luck to them.
So knowing that Sam was available to practice today, how valuable is he going to be in this series?
Huge. He's a trigger for our offense. He's a guy that whether it's helping me get free, creating confusion, can get you 15 points in 2 minutes. We saw at the game we played down there. How many you have in the first quarter? I think it was 4 or 5. Just being able to create so many advantages for us offensively. To see him back is definitely good.
I hear what you're saying about the long week. If you pushing through what you pushed through, how helpful is it to get that?
Yeah. In that case, it's a blessing for sure. But mentally, I'm ready to play. I think it's but I think for us, it's definitely good to have that. Have this week. You have a schedule. You kind of follow a plan. As much as I'm itching to do more, the trainer is telling me to sit my behind down and patience. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think everybody's like that. I think everybody everybody wants to get out there. Like practice today was fast paced. Even some aggressive mistake just because guys are chomping at the bit to get out there, which is good. You know what I mean? But definitely good to have the week. Put ourselves in a position to have the week. And I think now it's go out there and watch the film. Get your reps and get your rest, and then get to it.
Donovan, given the raised stakes of the playoffs and also just like how last year played out for you guys, just do you put any added, maybe pressure's the wrong word, but added pressure on yourself to be that player for this team?
I think it just comes with the territory. It comes with that when I was traded here. I think that was something that just is expected of me. You know what I mean? I think that's who I am to myself, who everybody's expecting me to be. But at the end of the day, I set my own personal goals, and this is one of them. It just happens to align with everybody else's expectations too. So, I put that on me, and I'm not worried, about that. I think at the end of the day, I prepped for these moments. My teammates believe in me, I believe in myself, and now, I can sit here and tell you about this all I want, but I got to go out there and do it.
How have Darius and Evan shown you they're more playoff ready this time around, just over the last year?
I think
This is the last question.
just their play, their preparation and being able to see them. And I honestly, you see the progression through Evan. DG obviously having the year that he's had up and down and different things. He looks, you can just see it. He looks focused, looks locked in, energy's high. That's what you want. You don't want to come in and kind of you figure things out, kind of have things where the energy's positive, everything's going. I think we're in good shape and we're excited.
All right, thank you.